Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and just two new Islanders today. It'll be a quick video. They are both, one's like a 007 type and one's an 013 type, but you could almost call them his and hers. I don't know if it was an intentional on my part, but these are the kind of watches that I wanted to produce. Basically what's happening is, I'm selling all these different 43 and 30 millimeter variants. Never mind the new styles that have come out, the Fliegers and some other stuff that will come out soon. People kind of, I see what people want. They're like, oh, can you do this with the watch? Or I'd really like to see this on the watch, this bezel, this dial. And when people speak loud enough and I get enough of the same comments, I kind of try to produce the watch because I know it's going to sell. And that's what we're doing today. So we are looking at the, this is my Matic Blue polished. Love it. And my Islander, my ISL 02. Ta-da! This watch just turned 1 year old, as many of you may know if you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's see these two Islanders I've got for you today. Okay, so we are getting into these two Islanders, a 38 millimeter and a 43 millimeter diameter watch. Clearly, they are kind of like the SKX 013 case and the SKX 007 case. But they are identical other than their size. Blue dials and these nice dual time sapphire bezels with the blue and the red on them. And they glow. The bezels glow, the dials glow, and we'll see everything in a minute. So I will start, I guess, with the full size, and I'll move on to the mid-size or the smaller size. So these are models ISL 50 and 51. I'm kind of losing track of them. Not really, but a little bit, I'll be honest with you. 43 millimeters in diameter, 14 thick, 46 millimeters on the tip to tip. You guys know all these dimensions by now. Solid screw-down case back with the Islander logo and some other text. Anti-reflective flat sapphire crystal with blue AR coating applied to the underside. It is 22 millimeter lug, not sure if I mentioned that. It is a solid link bracelet with screws, okay, with screws, and a flip-lock deployant milled clasp, milled scissor clasp with 3 positions of micro adjust. Very nice. The center links are kind of polished, and the outer links, let's see if I can peel back some plastic for you. The outer links are brushed. There you go, as you can see the whole effect. We have a combination of a brushed and polished case, brushed and polished, logoed crown, 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel, and then the insert on this, Superluminova on the dial and on the hands, and as well on the insert itself. And you'll see that when we fire up the loom, so to speak. It runs on a Seiko NH36 movement, date, hands, winds, hacks, 40 hours of power reserve. There we go. So the bezel on this, I think is what I was getting into a minute ago, is a dual time bezel, meaning you set the, I guess the way I look at it is you set the your time offset hour number to the noon position. So I know I always use London. Let's use GMT 5 hours ahead. So if I read off the hour hand, if it was 10 o'clock here, it's 3:10 over in London. So kind of makes it fairly easy to read. I agree, and the red-blue split does not really make much sense because it's not a 24-hour bezel, but it makes it a little more interesting to look at. Not exactly a true Pepsi, of course, but it does look very nice. So, very dark blue dial, Islander logo, automatic 200 meters at the bottom. And then we have, I probably should say both of these are the same price of $299. And then we have the 38 millimeter variety or version, 38 millimeters in diameter, 13 thick to a flat sapphire crystal with blue AR applied underneath, 44.5 millimeters lug tip to lug tip. Let's get that guy down. Sorry about that. Plastic is tight. 44.5 lug tip to lug tip. 20mm lug. Same bracelet, screws, 3-position micro adjust on the clasp, little push button deployant, see that? Solid screw down case back, same logo, solid end link bracelet. Slightly different style hands, as you can see, but almost without a reference, a size reference, they almost look identical. That's why I kind of call it a his and hers kind of thing, or his and his, or hers and hers, whatever's going on there nowadays doesn't make a difference to me, as long as you buy the watch. Logoed crown still, and again in the same price of $299. And this also has the 120 click unidirectional ratcheting bezel. Just a real quick word on these bezels. These are Sapphire Bezels. So I know some people, I mentioned it before, but some people still get a little bit confused on it. The water resistance on these watches is 200 meters. I just realized I didn't say that, but it says on the dial. So it's a annular disc, or an annular ring of sapphire, okay? And we paint it from the back. We paint the blue, the red, and then we back coat it with a whole coating of painting of loom, so it glows. So I've been talking about the glow. Let's see it glow. So I have been selling wristwatches long enough that I know when you guys want glow, you mean it. So obviously these glow extremely well. You can see the hands, the markers, and then the bezel itself is loomed. Makes for a very nice visual effect. I guess I kind of glossed over the operation of the movement, but I feel like a lot of my people that watch these videos kind of know what they're doing. Unscrew the crown, pull it out 2 clicks, you can change the time. Pull it out 1 click, one direction will change the day, the other direction will change the date. It's a 2-language day wheel. A single language number wheel. Just kidding. Funny. Anyway, push it back in, wind it in the 0 position for a full 40 hours of power reserve. So I'll try them on really quick on my 6 3/4 inch wrist, and we will call this a day. So here is at 38mm on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. As you guys know, again, I do not opt for the mid-size. I like the 43mm on my wrist size. I feel I'm in a transitional wrist size. You can wear either or, but it certainly looks fine from here. And then here is that full-sized 43mm, again 49 the tip to tip. It fits great, it looks great, very comfortable. It's a very familiar size, very familiar fit. Awesome, awesome. Love the way the bezel turned out on these. And that will wrap it up. This has been Mark from LongNoWatch.com showing you two new Islanders. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I will be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.